How to survive a deadly heart attack when you are alone after 60 to 7 life-saving tips every senior must know. Have you ever truly stopped to consider what you would do if a heart attack struck and you were completely, terrifyingly alone? It's a chilling thought, one that unfortunately becomes a brutal reality for more people than we realize. Many assume there will be time or that a loved one will be nearby to help. But the stark truth is, the first few minutes are the most critical, a golden window where your actions or inactions can dramatically alter your outcome. The good news, and it's truly life-saving, is that even if you live alone or spend much of your time by yourself, you can survive a heart attack if you act with speed, precision, and the right knowledge. In this video, we're not just discussing possibilities, we're walking through 7 absolutely crucial steps you must take the moment a heart attack begins and you find yourself without immediate assistance. These aren't complex medical procedures. They are simple, practical, and incredibly powerful actions that require no special training or fancy equipment. You just need to be prepared, stay calm, and follow this guide. We'll break down how to recognize the earliest whispers of trouble, what to take immediately, how to ease the burden on your heart, and even small, often overlooked actions that could buy you precious minutes to get the professional help you desperately need. Stay with us until the very end, because the final few steps are the ones most people forget, yet they might be the very actions that bridge the gap between crisis and survival. Don't wait for a moment of panic. Learn what your body is trying to tell you now. Let's get started. If this video helps you feel more prepared, please share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to Happy Life Secrets for more life-saving insights. Tip number 1. Decoding your body's whispers. Recognizing the earliest warning signs. Okay, Jigar, this is a crucial topic, and making the content impactful and actionable is key. I've taken your script, integrated your title as a main heading, crafted a powerful hook, enhanced the headings for each point, expanded the detail using approximately 90% of your original excellent content, and embedded the calls to action throughout. Heart attack alone. 7 life-saving steps when you're the only one around. Powerful introduction and hook. Have you ever truly stopped to consider what you would do if a heart attack struck and you were completely, terrifyingly alone? It's a chilling thought, one that unfortunately becomes a brutal reality for more people than we realize. Many assume there will be time or that a loved one will be nearby to help. But the stark truth is, the first few minutes are the most critical, a golden window where your actions or inactions can dramatically alter your outcome. The good news, and it's truly life-saving, is that even if you live alone or spend much of your time by yourself, you can survive a heart attack if you act with speed, precision, and the right knowledge. In this video, we're not just discussing possibilities. We're walking through 7 absolutely crucial steps you must take the moment a heart attack begins and you find yourself without immediate assistance. These aren't complex medical procedures. They are simple, practical, and incredibly powerful actions that require no special training or fancy equipment. You just need to be prepared, stay calm, and follow this guide. We'll break down how to recognize the earliest whispers of trouble, what to take immediately, how to ease the burden on your heart, and even small, often overlooked actions that could buy you precious minutes to get the professional help you desperately need. Stay with us until the very end, because the final few steps are the ones most people forget, yet they might be the very actions that bridge the gap between crisis and survival. Don't wait for a moment of panic. Learn what your body is trying to tell you now. Let's get started. If this video helps you feel more prepared, please share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to Happy Life Secrets for more life-saving insights. 1. Decoding your body's whispers. Recognizing the earliest warning signs. The first, and arguably most important, step in surviving a heart attack when you're alone is to truly understand what it feels like. Not just the dramatic chest pain you see in movies, but the often subtler, easily ignored signs that precede it. Most people envision a sudden, crushing pain in the chest, as if an elephant is sitting on them. But in reality, heart attacks frequently begin with much more nuanced symptoms that can be deceptively easy to brush off until it's too late. What you're truly looking for is a deep, uncomfortable pressure or squeezing sensation in the center of your chest. It might feel like something is heavily pressing down on you, or that your chest is slowly being constricted. Crucially, this discomfort can come and go, making you think it's nothing serious, perhaps just indigestion. But if it persists for more than a few minutes or keeps returning, do not second-guess it. Other critical, early signs include shortness of breath, which can occur even without significant chest pain. You might suddenly feel winded, as if you've just sprinted up a steep hill, even if you're sitting perfectly still. Pain or discomfort can also radiate to your arm, most commonly the left, shoulder, neck, or jaw. Some individuals experience lightheadedness, break out in a cold sweat, or feel nauseated and dizzy. It's particularly important to note that in some cases, especially for older adults or women, the discomfort may manifest more as pressure in the back or stomach rather than classic chest pain. Consider Richard, age 74, who was at his kitchen table when he felt an unusual tightness under his collarbone, almost like mild heartburn. Then he noticed he couldn't take a full breath, and his hands started sweating. He vividly recalled reading that not all heart attacks begin with dramatic pain, so instead of dismissing it, he immediately took action. That swift decision, recognizing the whispers before the scream, very likely saved his life. If you wait for the classic, chest-clutching drama, you may already be too late. So, the next time something feels off, especially a combination of pressure, shortness of breath, or unusual fatigue, stop immediately. Don't try to tough it out or tell yourself it's just indigestion. Recognizing these early warning signs is your absolute first shot at survival. Treat them with the utmost seriousness, no matter how small they seem. Your life genuinely might depend on it. If these insights are valuable, please subscribe to Happy Life Secrets to ensure you don't miss our vital health updates. Tip number 2, your lifeline. Immediately calling emergency services, 911. Once you suspect a heart attack is beginning, the very next, non-negotiable action you must take is to call 911 immediately. Do not wait to see if the symptoms subside. Do not attempt to drive yourself to the hospital. And under no circumstances should you assume you're overreacting. Calling emergency services is not only the fastest way to get professional help, but it is unequivocally the single most effective action you can take to stay alive. A heart attack is not something you can walk off. Every single minute matters. The longer your heart muscle is starved of oxygen, the greater and more irreversible the damage. When you call 911, a critical chain of events is set into motion. Trained professionals are already preparing as they speed toward you, bringing vital equipment, life-saving medications, and the expertise to stabilize you, even if your heart falters on the way to the hospital. Furthermore, if your symptoms rapidly worsen, which they often do, you won't be in a position to help yourself. This is why trying to drive yourself is one of the most perilous choices. You could lose consciousness, cause a serious accident, and drastically delay your own care. Let the professionals come to you. Think of Linda, age 78. She experienced a strange ache in her left shoulder, quickly followed by a wave of nausea and a cold sweat. Her first instinct was to call her son, but then she remembered a nurse's crucial advice. If you're alone and suspect a heart attack, call 911 first. Talk to your family later. She made the call. By the time the ambulance arrived, her symptoms had significantly intensified, but the emergency team was ready. They were able to stabilize her on the spot, and that immediate phone call saved her life. You don't need to be absolutely certain you're having a heart attack to call for help. Dispatchers would much rather send help you didn't need than miss a critical chance to save a life. Keep your phone easily accessible, especially if you live alone. If symptoms come on and you can't speak clearly, know how to use your phone's emergency call feature. Some phones have a shortcut even when locked. Learn it and use it. If you're finding these insights valuable, please subscribe to Happy Life Secrets and turn on the bell so you don't miss any vital updates. Your support helps us continue creating life-saving content. Tip number 3, the power of a pill. Chewing aspirin slowly and calmly. After immediately calling emergency services, the next most powerful action you can take is remarkably simple. Chew an aspirin. Do not swallow it whole, chew it slowly and thoroughly, even if your hands are shaking. If you have access to a standard 325 milligram aspirin or 481 milligrams baby aspirins, and you are not allergic or on a blood thinner that would medically contraindicate it, this single step can significantly increase your chance of surviving a heart attack. Aspirin works by thinning the blood. It helps to slow or prevent the growth of a blood clot that may be blocking one of your coronary arteries, the very root cause of the heart attack. By chewing the tablet instead of swallowing it whole, you get it into your system much faster, allowing its effects to begin immediately. Studies have shown this can buy you valuable minutes, sometimes even enough to restore some blood flow before professional help arrives. While it's generally advised not to take aspirin on an empty stomach, in the critical event of a suspected heart attack, the risk of a severe clot far outweighs that concern. Also, avoid enteric-coated or delayed-release aspirin if possible, but if that's all you have, chew it anyway. You need the effects to start as quickly as possible. Take Joe, age 72. One morning, he felt a tightness spreading from his chest to his neck. He remembered he had a bottle of aspirin in his kitchen cabinet. He chewed one slowly while sitting down and waiting for the paramedics. Later, his cardiologist confirmed that this single action likely reduced the damage to his heart muscle. "That little pill," he said, "kept things from getting worse." If you live alone, make sure aspirin is always easy to access. Store some in your nightstand, your kitchen drawer, or even in your wallet. Check its expiration date regularly and inform your loved ones where you keep it in case they ever need to assist you. This seemingly small act is grounded in strong medical science and is a standard practice for emergency responders worldwide. Chewing aspirin during the onset of a heart attack isn't just a tip. It's a proven intervention that, in those critical first minutes, can be the difference between walking out of the hospital or never making it there at all. If you're finding these insights valuable, please subscribe to Happy Life Secrets and turn on the bell so you don't miss any vital updates. Your support helps us continue creating life-saving content. Tip number 4, conserving strength. Sitting or lying down to protect your heart. Once you've called for help and taken aspirin, your next job is deceptively simple but absolutely critical. Stop moving. Sit or lie down in the safest, most comfortable position you can find. This is not the time to pace anxiously, gather belongings, or rush to unlock doors unless it's genuinely necessary and safe. Any additional physical effort places more strain on your heart, which is already struggling desperately to get enough oxygen. Ideally, you want to sit with your back fully supported, feet flat on the floor, and arms resting loosely. This posture helps to significantly reduce your heart's workload while you await paramedics. If you feel faint or lightheaded, it's best to lie down on your side with your head slightly elevated. Do not try to power through the discomfort or the urge to be active. That mindset, while beneficial in many aspects of life, is a dangerous risk you cannot afford in this moment. It's common for people to feel awkward or embarrassed calling for help, and then just sitting there seemingly doing nothing. But make no mistake, in this scenario, doing nothing is doing something. It gives your heart a vital chance to stabilize. It helps slow your breathing, and it prevents your body from burning through its already limited oxygen supply. Consider the story of Alice, age 81. When she felt pressure radiating across her chest, her first instinct was to tidy her kitchen and get herself together. But she remembered her doctor's firm advice: if you think it's your heart, sit down. Everything else can wait. She immediately sank into her favorite recliner and waited for help to arrive. That stillness, she later learned from her doctors, likely prevented her symptoms from escalating into a full cardiac arrest. So, if you ever feel those heart attack symptoms creeping in, pressure, shortness of breath, dizziness, do not try to finish what you're doing. Stop right where you are or move as little as possible to a safer spot. Sit or lie still, breathe slowly, and let your body focus on its one critical job: survival. And here's a simple, often overlooked detail. If you're on a chair without armrests, try not to slump. Keep your spine supported and your chest open to facilitate easier breathing. The more relaxed and upright your position, the less effort your struggling heart has to make. If you're finding these insights valuable, Please subscribe to Happy Life Secrets and turn on the bell so you don't miss any vital updates. Your support helps us continue creating life-saving content. Tip number 5. Clearing the path. Unlocking your door for emergency responders. If you still possess enough strength and feel steady enough after calling for help and settling into a comfortable position, one of the most helpful things you can do is unlock your front door. This may seem like a minor detail, but in an emergency, every second is critical, and a locked door can cause significant delays in receiving life-saving treatment. While paramedics are expertly trained to force entry if necessary, forced entry adds valuable time, can cause damage to your property, and might even startle or injure you if you are close to the entry point. Unlocking your door in advance allows emergency personnel to enter your home immediately and begin providing care without obstruction. That simple act could save precious minutes that your heart might not have. If you live alone, especially in an apartment building or a gated community, it's crucial to think through these logistics before a crisis ever happens. Is your door easy to open from the inside? Is your address clearly visible from the street? Do you have a spare key accessible to a trusted neighbor or family member for emergencies? These are things that seem non-urgent until they suddenly become a matter of life and death. Consider Paul, age 76, who lives in a small condo. When his heart attack symptoms began, he immediately called 911, chewed an aspirin, and, feeling stable enough, unlocked his front door, all within about 2 minutes. The paramedics later told him that this single action helped them reach him at least 30 seconds faster and prevented them from needing to break in. "That's the last thing I would have thought of," he later confessed. "But it might have been what got me help just in time." If walking to the door feels too risky or causes significant discomfort, do not do it. Your priority is staying still and conserving energy. But if you're close to the door and feel steady enough to reach it safely, go ahead and unlock it. You might also consider investing in a smart lock with remote access capabilities or a medical lockbox for your key, particularly if you live alone or have mobility challenges. It's a small act of preparation, but it sends a powerful message to the professionals coming to save you. You're ready, you've done your part, and now it's their turn to do the rest. If you're finding these insights valuable, please subscribe to Happy Life Secrets and turn on the bell so you don't miss any vital updates. Your support helps us continue creating life-saving content. Tip number 6. Smart communication. Using your phone speaker and medical ID features. When you're waiting alone during a heart attack, your phone transforms from a simple communication device into your most critical lifeline. One of the smartest ways to leverage it in that terrifying moment is by switching to speakerphone. This allows you to communicate with emergency responders hands-free, so you can fully focus on your breathing and staying as calm as possible, without the added strain of gripping your phone or holding it to your ear. When you're in distress, even the act of holding something up can make it harder to breathe. Using speakerphone not only reduces physical strain, but also allows the dispatcher to hear you more clearly if your voice weakens, and crucially, it lets them listen for subtle signs of your condition in the background, your breathing patterns, any movements, or even your tone of voice. Beyond just speakerphone, nearly every modern smartphone now includes something equally critical: an emergency medical ID. On iPhones, it's accessible even from the lock screen. Android phones have a similar feature. This digital ID holds vital information about you, such as your age, known allergies, current medications, and pre-existing medical conditions. If you were to become unconscious before paramedics arrive, this critical data can save precious time and directly guide their immediate decisions about your care. Consider Susan, age 79. She lost consciousness just moments before help arrived. But because her phone had her medical ID meticulously set up, the paramedics knew instantly that she was diabetic and allergic to penicillin. This prevented them from administering a medication that could have worsened her condition, and they were able to quickly contact her daughter using the emergency contact listed right there on her phone. Setting up this vital information takes less than 5 minutes of your time, yet it can be life-saving. Make sure to include your full name, birth date, any major medical conditions, all medications you take, any allergies, and 1 or 2 emergency contacts. This feature isn't just for tech-savvy individuals. It's for anyone who might one day need help when they are unable to speak for themselves. So, if you ever feel those first signs of a heart attack, use your speakerphone to stay connected and trust the calm voice on the other end. Their steady instructions and constant presence can make the terrifying wait less overwhelming. And if something happens before help arrives, your phone might still speak for you when you no longer can. If you're finding these insights valuable, please subscribe to Happy Life Secrets and turn on the bell so you don't miss any vital updates. Your support helps us continue creating life-saving content. Tip number 7. The inner anchor, slowing your breath to steady your heart. In the midst of a heart attack, it's incredibly easy for panic to take over. Your chest feels tighter, your thoughts race, and every second seems to amplify the terror. But there's one final, powerful tool you still possess: your breath. And if you use it effectively, it can calm your nervous system just enough to give your heart a better chance of holding steady until help arrives. Controlled breathing isn't about miraculously curing the heart attack. It's about preventing your body from spiraling into full-blown shock while emergency assistance is en route. The more anxious you become, the faster your heart may beat, exacerbating its already struggling state. But by consciously slowing your breath, you can gently guide that frantic rhythm back down. You don't need a complicated technique. Simply try this. Breathe in slowly through your nose for about 4 seconds. Hold it for a brief moment, then exhale gently through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat this pattern. Focus intently on that one small, consistent rhythm. It gives your body a steady anchor to focus on, and it can help prevent your heart from entering dangerous arrhythmias often triggered by acute stress. Consider Frank, age 83. When the chest pain hit, he felt overwhelmed by fear, like he was drowning in panic. But he vividly remembered a simple breathing exercise his doctor had taught him during a routine checkup. He focused on each breath, kept himself as still as possible, and consciously released the rising panic. By the time the paramedics arrived, his heart was still unstable, but crucially, it had not gone into full cardiac arrest. I just kept thinking, stay calm, stay alive, he later recounted. You can practice this breathing technique anytime, while resting, when you feel anxious, even while watching TV. The more familiar it feels, the more instinctively your body will return to this calming rhythm when the stakes are high. Your breath won't clear your arteries, but it can buy you precious time. It can keep vital oxygen flowing and help your heart hold on just a little longer. And sometimes, in those final moments before help arrives, that slight edge is all you need. Stay still, breathe, and stay alive. If you're finding these insights valuable, please subscribe to Happy Life Secrets and turn on the bell so you don't miss any vital updates. Your support helps us continue creating life-saving content. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, surviving a heart attack when you're alone isn't just about luck. It's about preparation, awareness, and the ability to take calm, decisive action. These 7 steps may seem simple individually, but together, they form a powerful chain of interventions that can genuinely save your life. Recognize the earliest warning signs, call for professional help immediately, chew an aspirin if safe, sit or lie down to conserve your strength. Make it easy for responders to reach you. Use your phone's smart tools and consciously slow your breathing to steady your heart. Each one of these measures buys you a little more time. Each one gives you a little more control over an overwhelming situation. And each one sends a powerful message. Even when you feel utterly alone, you are not powerless. Heart attacks can feel like the most terrifying kind of solitude, but these steps remind you that you're not truly helpless, not even for a second. You possess tools, you possess knowledge, and now you possess a plan. So, ask yourself, what stood out the most to you today? Was there a step you hadn't considered before, or one that you now see in a different, more critical light? Take a moment to think about how you can apply this to your own life, and perhaps even share this crucial information with someone you care about. It might not just save your life, it could very well save theirs too. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts and experiences are incredibly important to us, and reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like it, subscribe to Happy Life Secrets for more empowering content, and share it widely. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.